never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice, I'm an ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never look luggage, my diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, Rex on her, yeah, be right.
Hey everybody, it's the coach and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, third-year man Jared Goff and the defending NFC West champion Los Angeles Rams as his guys get set to take on Case Keenum and the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Listen. We go.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Let's talk about the starting lineup offensively for the Denver Broncos, and let's talk about Devontae Booker.
I always described him as a guy who ate carries in college, meaning just keep handing it to him, and he got better as the game went on. Had a knee injury his last year at Utah, comes in a little bit older than your average back, but boys, he's skilled and talented. And he emulates Emmitt Smith in one way. Loves to keep the ball in his left hand at all times.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's go.
Here's Royce Freeman, the first carry for the rookie. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, Keenan. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The starting 11 now for Los Angeles on the defensive side of the ball. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and short, it's Booker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Goff now on second down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Kill. 20. Value 3.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Value 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A second down carry for Booker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Booker on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Keenum. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Keenum. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll try and run with Booker, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. This is caught, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
On 1st down, gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll hand off to Booker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Keenum now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Keenum. He will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Cut. 180. Now you won. Hey, lift.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Right back to Booker. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
It'll cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Robert Ayers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10. Keenum here again. And his pass incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And McManus able to put it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To the air again. Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Ayers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third and long. It's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We're good.
Now Gurley. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and goal, Gurley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's not something that we see every game now. Todd Gurley held below 50 yards, and we are in the 4th quarter. Got to give a lot of credit. They've done a nice job of bottling him up.
They absolutely have. And a lot of times he can still find holes, but there haven't been the holes there. The offensive line hasn't created much space. Back to throw. On the move to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Back to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett in the final minute. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Freeman again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They do snap it to Keenum. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Underneath to Davis. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. Now gone. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Broncos, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down.